What is happening, beautiful people? If you're watching for the very first time, welcome. My name is Aman. Guys, I'm going to talk about something today. Something that really no one talks about. You guys that are on your Amazon journey probably follow a bunch of people, and whether it's gurus or whatever, mentors, and probably most of the time it's all hunky-dory. It's all fun and games. It's all everyone's making money. Everyone's making millions of dollars, fancy cars, fancy houses. Well, I'm going to talk about some stuff that no one really talks about. Now, I'm not saying I'm a guru. I'm not saying I'm filthy rich, because I'm not. You know, I am doing a 5-figure a month business in gross sales, at about a 20% return. And that's what I was averaging throughout the year. But things have changed. Things have really changed. First of all, no one's going to tell you or talk about some of these changes in terms of what it's costing you as a company. I can tell you that the first thing is sea shipping. So my product is oversized, so I have to ship by sea. And when I'm doing 500 to 1,000 pieces, I'm getting multiple containers. And what used to cost X amount of dollars, sea shipping went up a good 20%, 10 to 20% depending on what you're doing and how much you're shipping and what your product is, because there's also tariffs increased on the US side. So I'm talking about Amazon, from your supplier for wherever you are around the world to Amazon in the US. And that's increased. So what used to be 22 to 23% margin now dropped down to 20%. So it took a hit on my business. Yeah, I'm still making money, not as much as I used to, okay? And you also got to remember that raw materials in China for some of your products have probably gone up. So if you're thinking, you're going to order 100 units first and get 500 units, and then you're going to get a break on ordering, say, 1,000 units, 2,000 units, that may not necessarily be the case. I can tell you for one of my products, I've been paying the same per unit, no matter how hard I've tried. I've tried the look, I'm going to go somewhere else. And they're like, go ahead. And this supplier, to be honest with you, is fantastic. The product is very good quality wise. That's why I've stuck with them. But they've tried to increase the price. Here's the best part. They've tried to increase the price on me with the amount of units that I'm selling. And I told them, I go, look, I can't afford to do it. So they've held the price. They haven't reduced the price. I've ordered more. So every order I've done with them, I've gone, basically 10, 20% more. And the price hasn't changed. But raw materials have gone up on their end. So at some point, they're going to basically tell me, look, we're going to increase the price on you, and it is what it is. Again, stuff that people don't tell you. So that's another hit on my business, right? And then I ran into some problems here, and it was a miscommunication. I'm not going to blame anyone. At the end of the day, it's my problem, okay? I shipped a bunch of goods, 2 containers worth of my product into the US, thinking, okay, I'll bring it to the US, then I'll truck it from the US to the Canadian market, because I sell in both, right? And that was a mistake, an honest mistake, because trucking from the US to Canada, believe it or not, was actually way more than me shipping it by sea from one of my suppliers in China over into Canada. I screwed up big time. And I screwed up because 2 reasons is cost. I didn't know what the cost was, and that was my bad. Second of all, I've lost 2 months of sales. I've got no product in Amazon.ca, and I've lost 2 months of sales there, not to mention my rank and all that. So I'm basically going to be starting from scratch. Now, there is a blessing in disguise. All that stock that was meant to go to Canada will stay in the US with my forwarder, and they're going to store it there because, it's product for me, because my biggest problem was restocking. So I've got stock now for the next 2 months, which I'm really happy about, and I'm going to stockpile another one. So I'm going to have 3 months supply because Q4 is coming up. So I'm ready into the US. So there was a bit of a blessing in disguise, but the problem is the labeling's all wrong. So that stuff that was coming to Canada is labeled the Canadian label. So now I got to pay for my forwarder to basically relabel all that stuff. Again, another cost, right? Again, this is stuff that people don't talk about. And then shipping from, I didn't know it was going to cost this much. So shipping from the warehouse in Los Angeles, that's where it is, to these multiple distribution centers via LTL was really expensive. It cost me total of almost $3,000 US through Amazon's LTL shipping service when you go in and try to book it. I didn't expect it to be that high. So my point is, guys, this is a business. Stuff happens and you ultimately take a hit on your bottom line. I went from a healthy 23% margin down to a 15 to 17% margin. I'm still making money, but to be honest with you, after everything's said and done, my projections and goals are totally out of whack. Plus the PPC. I was hoping from this order I could basically double the container load, and I don't think I can. So without me dumping more money out of my own pocket into the business, which I'm probably gonna have to do. Again, probably something you don't hear often. So what does that mean? Maybe a loan, credit line, something, because Q4, I don't want to miss Q4. So again, you know, I'm not here to whine and complain. That's not the point. I'm just trying to tell you that, you know, Amazon's a real business. There's gonna be struggles, there's gonna be ups and downs, there's gonna be headaches. You know, I'm talking about a few of my headaches. I had tons of headaches in the last 3 months. It's probably been the worst 3 months in my business for me personally, just because of all the problems I've had, than it was the last 2 years. So, but that's life. Not to mention Amazon's rules are getting stricter. My performance index has dropped, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to send all my stuff, you know, in for Q4. I don't know what my limits are gonna be, so I gotta worry about that. Again, stuff you guys never hear about, man. So I just want to let you guys know that this is a real business. Expect problems. Don't expect it's just going to be a walk in the park, because if you're expecting that, get out of it now, because the first hurdle you're going to hit, you're going to end up quitting. You know what I mean? So I just want to take time and explain kind of like what's going on with me, what's going on with my business. You know, at some point I'll go through my numbers and stuff in Fetcher. That's my accounting software that I use. It's Amazon specific. But at the moment, you guys just need to know that I'm hanging in there. It's been a struggle. You know, profits have dipped. Shipping's expensive. Getting stuff into the US is expensive, depending on your category. So you got to keep all that in mind, and, you know, just know your numbers. You know what I mean? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, please click that like button, share it, you know, so someone else can see this information that may need it. But I want to say, if you're watching this video for the very first time, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please subscribe, part of the family. If you want to see more videos just like this, please click on Be on the Sky. Of course, to my peeps, be you, stay optimistic. Enjoy the rest of your night. Here's a big high five from me to all of you.